This is WENY-HD News.
Thanks for clicking on the webcast. I'm Joe Melillo. Here's the latest from WENY News and the Star Gazette. Police are offering a reward for any information about an attack on a Northern Tier couple a few weeks ago. Pennsylvania Crime Stoppers is offering a potential cash reward for help identifying a suspect in the Tioga County homicide of Oliver Litzelman and his wife, Edwina Litzelman. Edwina was assaulted. It happened after their home at their home in Liberty Township. According to the Star Gazette, police need help finding the female suspect. She's described as 50 years old with shoulder-length brown hair and last seen wearing a gray suit. Now, witnesses said the woman was driving a green-colored sedan with a low profile and attached spoiler on the trunk. Those with information can call the Pennsylvania Crime Stoppers at 1-800-4PA-TIPS. All callers will remain anonymous. And a string of road rage incidents along Route 328 is stirring up some concern in the area and on Facebook. Andrea Walker of Pine Valley says her two friends, along with her 14-month-old baby, were being followed by a car, almost driven off the road, in fact, then approached by the driver. Andrea says when they got to a stoplight on Route 328 near Pine City, the driver actually got out of his car and then came up to their window and started yelling. They had to drive onto the grass just to get away. He then chased them again, almost running them off the road until they got to Clemens Center Parkway in Elmira, and then they lost him. They called police, but no one came.
It's really scary knowing that a guy gets out of the road, get out on the highway just to go to a door, like the door, and do something to somebody. It's really frightening.
He was trying to run us off the road at least 3 times, and all we could do was either brake or try to speed up, and he's trying to get I don't know what happened. I mean, he must have had road rage.
Andrea and her family say they've heard about this happening a few other times on Facebook, but none of the events were confirmed by police. Now, we preach don't drive distracted, but a new study says it's more than just cell phones causing accidents. The Erie Insurance Group studied 65,000 fatal crashes over a 2-year span, and they found that 1 in 10 were attributed to distracted driving. From that, they found that more than half were blamed on daydreaming. That's right, daydreaming. That's 5 times as many as talking or texting on a mobile phone. And now here's meteorologist John Hickey with today's forecast. John.
Well, and our forecast looks absolutely spectacular. Yes, we are still dealing with those foggy mornings, but the afternoon brings plentiful sunshine, and temperatures this afternoon looking pretty pleasant as well. This fog is going to be locally dense and with us right through the weekend as our weather pattern will remain largely unchanged, but overall I'll give the weekend an A+. That's right. How many of those did you get in school? Well, this weekend's going to get one of those. Nearly picture perfect. Outside of that morning fog, temperatures in the afternoon in the mid-70s, lots of sun, perfect for all of your outdoor activities, including perhaps you're heading to a wedding this weekend. We'll stay dry too, not only for today, the weekend, but the next 7 days looking dry still on our 7-day forecast. Future track for today started with the fog, ended with the sun. You get a 5-degree guarantee this afternoon, up to 72 degrees. That is really nice for this time in September. We're getting ready to head into October. We're still talking 70s. It's not unusual, but it's well received, I'm sure. Tonight we'll see that fog return, temperatures dropping to near 40 degrees or so. You're waking up tomorrow morning with the fog, but you know, if you sleep in a little bit, you'll just avoid it altogether. Temperatures tomorrow afternoon looking real nice again, mid-70s in our warmest spots. A couple of events for you to check out this weekend in Tioga Center. Got a pumpkin festival happening, and in Addison, Pinnacle Fall Festival. Temperatures for both low 70s, just a tad cooler in some of our rural outlying areas, but certainly going to be nice if you're heading out to either of those events. And if you're considering doing some leaf peeping this weekend, we're starting to see some splashes of color. If you go into some of the higher terrain down towards, say, the PA Grand Canyon, up across some of the ski resorts across the Southern Finger Lakes, a little bit more in the way of color above, say, 1,500 feet, but still waiting for the big time changes locally. The peak conditions up towards the higher elevations of the Adirondacks this weekend, but that's really at elevations above like 4,500 feet, so we're still waiting for that. 7-day forecast, temperatures nice this weekend. Cold front early next week makes us a little cooler, but a warm up by midweek brings us back to the mid-70s. That's your forecast. Here's Joe.
Thanks so much, John. For the latest news, weather, and sports, be sure to watch WENY News at noon, 5:36, and 11. Don't forget to pick up a copy of today's Star Gazette. I'm Joe Melillo. Have a great weekend, everyone.